Today I have a wheel of Atlantic Division teams, and we will be using it in a reset of the NHL to decide which teams we are allowed to draft from in each round as we build a juggernaut to win a Stanley Cup. What's up, everybody? We've got the Atlantic Division wheel spins this time around. We learned our mistakes from the Central Division. We're running the Ottawa Senators as a team. Let's take a look and see which draft pick we're going to get this time around. Hopefully it's gonna be a good one and not a late one like last time. Right smack dab in the middle though, that is exactly what I wanted. 16th overall. We'll take that by all means. I don't think it's a horrible spot to be selecting from. So let's roll, baby. Before I spin our first spin for round one, let's take a peek and just see what's kind of left around from the Atlantic Division. Who's gonna be our first choice? Braden Point is here. Darlene is here. Nylander is there, Reinhardt. So there's some good options here from a lot of the main teams. I don't think we can go wrong in round one like we could have in the Central. With that though, let's get our first spin in here and let's go. What do we got rolling in this one? Montreal. I will take that. I think we could get a decent selection here. Now, call me crazy on this one. I am going to go with Nick Suzuki over Cole Caulfield. He is 2 overalls higher. Similar contract, it looks like. Similar potential. But we get that #1 center down the middle, and I like that. Round 2. What do we got coming for us? Come on, give me something good here. We're going to be going to Toronto this time around. With the options left on the Leafs, Morgan Rielly, I do believe, is our best route. We got a #1 defenseman at least in round 2. I was hoping maybe for a nice partner for Suzuki, but we will indeed take Rielly. Round 3, I don't know where I'm kind of hoping for anymore at this point. Maybe not Toronto just from what I was looking at, but we get Florida. So let's take a look. I'm not making the same mistake as we did in the Central. Bobrovsky, get on this team and don't make me stress out like last time. Round 4, it's always good when you get a nice tease here. We're going back to Florida. I'll keep taking the defending champs from them. I will. With this one, I am going to go Carter Verhaeghe. I don't have him on a ton of my teams usually, so I think this is actually kind of a fun pick for me. Marchand is at the top there with a little bit less salary, but we like fun here, and we've used Marchand quite a bit. Round 5, Florida's, we're picking them over. I don't know if I'd necessarily want to go back. And this time we're going to go to the other sunshine place. We're going to Tampa. The best option available right now is definitely Anthony Cirelli. We're going to get our #2 center, which I love for this team. We're going to be pretty deep down the middle, and that's where victories are made. Round 6. Where do we go from here? It is back. No, it is Buffalo. We don't want any of that on this team. Cursed to the will. Don't want it. Don't make me pick from Buffalo wheel ever again. Oh my God. I don't know how they're all picked over already, but we will take Michael Kesserling, 83 overall defenseman. I think this is more of a outlandish pick at this point, but here we go. With round 7, I need a lot more luck here. No savers. Give me something with some pieces left out there that we can take. Detroit. Okay, we'll see what happens. Wasn't necessarily expecting Kane to still be here, but I guess that 36-year-old age does have teams maybe not wanting him. But we will take him for sure over here. Here we go. No Buffalo. Fingers crossed. Come on. Give me something. Give me Florida. Marshy was still there. I would love it. We're going back to Toronto. Going with another old fella, but can't pass up Chris Tanev at this point. Big block shot guy. $4.5 million. We'll love to have him with the back end here. Do I love having 2 Leafs defensemen on my team? No. We'll take it. Alrighty, the next place we are going to be going to is finally we get an Ottawa center as using Ottawa. Well, we didn't say this team had to be young. Claude Giroux, 37 years old, $2 million though, which is very nice for our cap hit. We're taking him, and he's going to have a fun time with Nick Suzuki on that top line. As we work our way into round 10, I think this team is shaping up pretty nicely. Keep us out of some teams and we'll be fine as we head back to Montreal. Well, we get our 3rd line center here, Jake Evans. Welcome to the team. I can't say it enough. Keep me out of Buffalo till I want my backup, and then we'll be fine. We're going back to Ottawa, though. Ooh. Who can we get from here? Balance out the old with some young. We're going to take Fabian Zetterlund with our next pick. I love this guy in franchise. Honestly, with the next one, wouldn't hate going back to Ottawa. There's a couple of defensemen that we kind of him and hawed at. I wouldn't hate it, but we are heading to Boston. B-land. Oof. I had my right to be suspicious of what was actually going to be available. We will be taking Victor Arvidsson here. Lucky number 13. Always does me right. We're going to be going back to Ottawa. I am not upset. With this one, we're getting a nice 84 overall defenseman and Nick Jensen. I'll take that. The decor's rounding out quite nicely. Down the middle, we look pretty solid as well. Round 14, my nose all of a sudden is itchy. That's not a good sign. It's Tampa Bay. Okay, let's see what we can do. Well, this is our first below 80 pick, and I don't think it's going to get much better from out here, but we are going to take Chaffee from the Tampa Bay Lightning on this one. About halfway through, I believe, on the draft, there's some holes. There's some holes, and I don't know if the wings here are going to fill any of those ones that I'm worried about. Well, a him and hod here, either Cop or JVR. We're going to go Cop, get our fourth line center, get really nice down the middle, and then we'll deal with our wings. Round 16, my confidence as the drafts go on waivers. We get Florida on this one. And when we ask for just a slightly higher overall winger, we get a slightly higher overall winger. Evan Rodriguez, get back on my team right now. I saw some players from Toronto I would have liked. So close, we're going to Tampa. And there was nothing really left. Pontus Holmberg is our choice. Oh, Tampa. Can I just take you off the wheel at this point? Come on. Just no Tampa. Just no Tampa. Just no Tampa. Come on. No Tampa. No Tampa. No Tampa. Detroit. Maybe know them either. We're just going to go JVR. I don't even want to look. He's 82. I'll take it at this point. Yeah. Alrighty, I don't know how much is actually out there that I'm really kind of open to seeing, and we are gonna get stuck back in Tampa Bay. Oh dear Lord. I really hope we don't see Tampa Bay anymore, because this is getting ridiculous. Zemgus Girgensons, welcome. Like, generally, I don't know how many players are actually left from Tampa Bay, so oh my god, please don't do it to me. We're going to Toronto. Oh boy. The greatest pick, but it's a lot better than the last pick. We are going to be taking Dakota Joshua. Thank you and welcome. Round 21, we need some teams with a couple defensemen here. We are too short of an actual roster. So Montreal, please have someone on the back end for me. I know we said defense, but we are going to take Brandon Gallagher with this next pick, and hopefully we get defense later. Alrighty, with this pick here, we're going to go back to Toronto. Not defenseman. There's no defense I really like that's left from the Leafs, so we'll take our backup goalie here, and it's our actual third string goalie, Caden Primo. I did not realize he was with the Leafs now, but hey, there it is. Florida, Detroit are the two teams I think are going to be best beneficial to us when it comes to the defense, and we get Ottawa. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Great defenseman, but it's a defenseman. We are going to take Nick Matenpalo of the Ottawa Senators. I'm probably going to show about one or two more rounds here because the team is pretty well finished. It's just a matter of defense, and I'm going to kind of go until I hopefully get the two defensemen I want. But here we go. Round 24. Give me Detroit or Buffalo. You know what? I'll take Buffalo. We'll get our sixth defenseman at this point. It is going to be Jacob Bryson. 27 years old, under $1 million in cap space. We will take it for sure. Alrighty, next pick here we've got to go back. Bay. No, there's nobody there anymore, I swear. Yep, with this one we are going to go with Dylan Duke of their farm system. So at this point I can't pick anybody actually off Tampa anymore. It's round 26. This will be my final pick. You guys will see. I will let you know if there's anyone that gets picked after that I'm actually going to be using. But we get Florida, and this was honestly the defenseman pick I want here. As long as he's still here, and he is, we are going to be taking Jeff Petrie, who signed that just cheap ass deal in Florida. Give me him here for that bottom pairing. Alrighty, next time you see me, we will have the roster ready to go. I'll see you there. Alrighty, this is the squad we are working with. We've did some magic here. Our top line looks pretty solid. Carter Verhaeghe, Nick Suzuki, Claude Giroux. The left side is definitely where this team is on the weaker type of things. But we've got Victor Arvidsson playing line 2 with Cirelli and Patrick Kane. Zetterlund's going to go on the right side with Evans and Rodriguez. And then JVR is going to be playing with Kopp and Brandon Gallagher. That is an old fourth line, but they are going to crash and bang, baby. On defense, we are going to be rocking Morgan Riley with Nick Jensen on line 1, Chris Tanev with Michael Kesserling, and then Jacob Bryson, and then Jeff Petrie. I'm hoping some chemistry talks with Coach, and these players can get some scheme fits going. Goalies, we've got Bob and Caden Primo. So hopefully Bobrovsky plays about 72 games this year and I won't be upset. The season has ended and our Ottawa Senators are making the playoffs. The Atlantic Division draft is doing well this time around. We've got 90-point season with 41 wins and 8 OTLs. We were a 3.11 goals for per game with a 3.13 goals against. Hovering around average on both there. We will take that for sure. The power play is what I was kind of curious about, but 17.2%. Not good, not great. Not good, not great. That's what I meant to say, I think. Or no, I'm... Not good, not horrible is what I'm trying to say here. Holy hell, what is going on?
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Overall, though, the Chicago Blackhawks are going to be your President's Trophy winners this year with 112 points. The Wild are right there with them. Actually, how did the Wild end up? Maybe head-to-head, I guess? Carolina, St. Louis, Tampa Bay. The New York Islanders are the last playoffs, but I thought there might have been someone lower, and I was going to wonder how the hell they did it. But that is what it's looking like that is going for that spot. What did our team do, though? Well, Nick Suzuki is going to lead the way for us with 77 points, 21 goals, so we don't have a point per game player this season. Patrick Kane, 72 points on the second line. Crazy enough. Carter Verhaeghe and Claude Giroux, disappointing seasons. Not going to lie. Played the whole top line for the whole year, 60 points each. Verhaeghe did have almost 30 goals, so I think I will give him some slack here on his 60-point season. But Claude, I know you're 38, brother, but I needed more from you. Cirelli, 57 points. Evan Rodriguez, who thinks he's just top dog and never wants to do my scheme fits, 50 points. And I went right by Morgan Riley, our defenseman, 67 points. Good for you, brother. Good for you. Goalies, Bobrovsky, rough season. And we somehow made it in. 35, 25, and 5. Only one shutty, but a below 900 save percentage and an above 3 goals against average. Oh, that's not ideal going in the playoffs. For the league-wide, though, Sidney Crosby at the ripe age of 38 is going to lead the way with 101 points. Told you, Claude, you could do more at 38. Come on, brother. Kyle Connor right behind him with 100 points, only 38 goals though. Kaprizov 96 with 46 rips. Nate Dog McKinnon in Vegas. Oh god, that's disgusting. 92 points with 40 goals. Wyatt Johnston is a top 5 point getter this season. I guess that's what happens when you play with Kaprizov. Edmonton loses McDavid and Draisaitl and get 2 studs still with Kaprizov and Johnson. That's wild. Marty Necas is up there with 90 points as well. Also in Edmonton. What the hell? What? Come on! Defense-wise, Kale. Oh my god, why is with my ass being on just disgusting teams for the sim? Makar on the Wild is going to lead the league for defensemen with 78. Victor Hedman, 70 points there for the Montreal Canadiens. Werenski with 68 as a Penguin. Yeah, my boy would like that. 67 is Morgan Riley. Right there, our defenseman leading the way. Top 4 in the league. We take it. Goalies-wise, Carolina, Mackenzie Blackwood is going to lead the way with 43 wins. Vasilevsky with 42 is right behind him. Joseph Woll, 41. Darcy Kemper, 40. That's all we got for that. 8 shutties are going to go to Gustafson, though. Hellebuck right there with 7. A few 6s, but nothing to be found in terms of our attendee because Bob sucked. In round 1, we get to see a Canadian friend. We get the Montreal Canadiens round 1. The Buffalo Sabres are going to see Tampa Bay. Florida is going to get Carolina. The Islanders and Rangers Battle of New York is going on that side of things. On the West, it's going to be the Wild and Blues, the Blackhawks and Jets, Vegas and the Oilers. That's going to be a hell of a series. The Ducks and the Avs. Going to be some fun for sure here. Montreal in round 1, let's take a look at what they are working with. They've got Clayton Keller, Zibby, Boldy, Marchment, O'Reilly, Peterka rounding out their top 6. Bobby McMahon, Sam Bennett, Anthony Beauvillier, Tanner Pearson, Danforth, and Duhami, I think is how you say that. I don't know, I butcher names. They got a good forward core for sure. I don't love seeing Bennett on their third line because he could have been on this team. But we'll see what we can do in terms of pressure in that offensive group. On their back end, they are going to be getting one of the best defensemen in the league currently for this season, Victor Hedman, Connor Murphy, Ekholm, Ceci, Gostisbehere, and Manson. A little weaker on the right side for sure. If we can expose that, we can do well for this first round. Goalies, it's Spencer Knight and Colton Ellis. We can definitely get to the tendies early. That would be perfect. Let's see some pepper and some shots from our team today. As usual, let's sim through the first 3 games and see where the Senators in the Habs series comes out on top. Give me a 2-1 series as we lose game 1 and we lose game 2. Oh gosh. It's a 2-1 series, just not for the way I wanted to. We are down 2-1 to the Habs. Can we go back to Montreal tied up here for game 5? Come on, give me something. No, we don't. It's 3-1. Oh boy. Alrighty, we are down 3-1 in the series, so I spiced up the lines a little bit. We've got Fabian Zetterlund and Erod on line 1 with Suzuki. Kane has been moved down to line 3. Verhaeghe and Claude Giroux are rocking line 2 with Sorelli. Let's see what we can get done here. Period 1. 2-1 lead. Patrick Kane and Zetterlund leading the way for this Ottawa Senators team. Sam Bennett on the power play, though, gonna keep it tight. Period 2. Andrew Kopp, the 4th line, contributing, getting the job done. Come on, give us a big lead here. 4-1. Victor Arvidsson on the power play. That's a 4-1 lead, and I think that is all she wrote for game 5. Duhami is trying his best, but we get the job done, even though we were heavily outshot, 43-29. Oof. Game 6, the spice up worked on the lines last game. Let's see if we can continue working it. Period 1 is going to go up the deuces here. 1-1. We are finally out shooting the Habs, though. Michael Kesselring gets our goal. Gostisbehere for Montreal. Period 2. Bang! Evan Rodriguez on that top line, finding some pucks and nets. Victor Arvidsson on the power play. Morgan Riley in the 4th line again. And then just to ice it, Patrick Kane on Colton Ellis, 47-20. We got ourselves a Game 7, chat. Let's go. Game 7, where heroes are made. Who's going to be the hero of this Ottawa team? I'm guessing we're going to see a big game from Zetterlund here. Come on. 1-0. Nick Suzuki, the top line's getting a job started here. Period 2, it's 2-0. Carter, Verhaeghe, Zetterlund icing it 3-0 out of the gates here. Could be sending the Senators to round 2 after being down 3-1 to the Habs to start it off. We've got 10 minutes left. Nothing too much happening here in terms of action. And I think Bobrovsky is going to lay a goose egg. Might have jinxed that. That is my Bob on me. I'm sorry, brother. That's on me. We still move on to round 2, though. You remember that. Moving to round 2, the Senators are going to see Tampa Bay. They had a close series as well with the Buffalo Sabres. As actually all 4 series in the Eastern Conference went to 7 games. Carolina comes out against the Panthers, and we'll see the New York Rangers. On the West, we get the Minnesota Wild, who will see Chicago. The Oilers take down Vegas in 7 games, and my Avs get abolished. Well, I guess, are they really my Avs anymore when they're not there? But the Ducks take them down in 5, so we get a nice series there as well. Tampa Bay up front looks pretty damn good in my opinion. Zach Hyman, Nuggy, and Stone, McCann, Heischer, and Raquel. Landeskog, Coyle, Nick Waugh, Fabry, Leperrier, and Grishuk. That's a pretty solid forward group. In my opinion, I'd have Hischier on that top line, but it is what it is. On the back end, they've got a really good first pairing, and Damian Severson, Adam Fox, Letty and Doughty for pairing 2, and then Kulikov and Chatfield for pairing 3. That's not a horrible defensive core by any means. Definitely gets weaker on that left side as you go down the lineup, but they're going to be challenging. Goalies wise, it doesn't get any easier. We get Darcy Kemper. He's an absolute stud. And then Eric Comrie, who y'all know is a stud from the last time we did something like this with the Central Division, because he rolled with that team. But we've got a big challenge here in this Lightning group, and it's not gonna start off easy. But the Ottawa Senators, keeping some low scoring games, find a way to make it a 2-1 series lead as we go back home here for game 4, and Tampa is gonna take it 2-2 back in Tampa. Let's move on to game 6 as we have the 3-2 series lead. Here we go. Right, the Senators group has been resilient, and they have fought. Can they continue to fight here and close out round 2? Well, Richard Raquel is going to cause some issues as the Tampa Bay Lightning outshoot us 17-9. Bobrovsky is standing on his head at this point. Hyman 2-1. Claude Giroux, the lone goal scorer for the Senators. And we have a close one here. We fought back for the shots, but can we fight back and get this game won? Tampa Bay is up 2 here. Come on. No power play goal there for the Senators. We got 5 minutes left. Let's jump in here and see what we can do. 4 minutes to go here. 2-1 hockey game. The Tampa Bay Lightning are out shooting 32-25. We have our 4th line out here of all things as Tampa Bay's Drew Doughty's going to fly down the wing. Gets it over to the McCann. The Hischier, big save by Bob. Let's get a face-off. Get the top lines out here. I always hate when you jump into these games, they put you center ice and then it's your 4th line, 3rd line. Give me my 1st line in these situations. Come on. Suzuki versus Nuge on the draw. Big clean win from Nuggy there. And then Fox gets a big shot, but big save by Bob again. Suzuki's been 53% on the draws this game. We need a big one here. Come on, he does it. Over the Morgan Riley, who's going to drop it to Erod. No good on the shot, Suzuki. The Morgan Riley. What a brutal shot by Nick Jensen there. What is he doing? Oh dear heavens. Hyman gets down the wing. Jensen gets just crushed by Hyman, but he is gonna be getting a cross-checking penalty. Let's go, baby. Giroux, 7 seconds. Come on, skate down, go, push it. There, oh! Darcy Kemper with the final save as the Lightning force game 7. What a save by Kemper. Giroux just kind of pussyfooting with the puck in the corner. I don't know what else to call it. I don't know what he was doing, but gets the puck finally out into the slot, and big save by Kemper. We will have a game 7, unfortunately. Game 7, both teams familiar with it so far in these playoffs. Who's going to be the hero in this one? I've got Arvidsson this time around. Carter Verhaeghe making a nice goal early here, and then bang, Evan Rodriguez. It's a 2-0 hockey game. Carter Verhaeghe again. 3-1 though, because Adam Fox does not want his Lightning to go down early and big. 10 minutes left. They go to the power play. We need a big stop, and Richard Raquel. It's a 3-2 hockey game. 1 goal lead for the Ottawa Senators. All right, Captain Suzuki. We need a big draw here. Get Morgan Riley wheeling it around the net and see what happens. Come on. Big face-off when you love to see it. Not around the net, though. I almost called it. Zetterlund going to fly down the right side. Just kind of, yep, there. Oh, I didn't love it. Didn't love that play. You hate to see the poke check there, but Hyman down the wing. Big poke by Nick Jensen. And then, ooh, a little bit of chaos in front of Bob. There's that almost find a way through his legs, but he's got it on the case there. Suzuki has just been all over Hopkins in the face-off dot through this series. It looks like 52%. Come on, Morgan Riley up to Evan Rodriguez. Here we go. That's okay. I still hate that happens, but I'll take it there because it still got low. That's okay. Big stick lift by Suzuki on Mark Stone. Zetterlund to Erod. Tries to find some home, but Kemper again. What a stop. He's been massive in the two little periods that we've watched. Cirelli on the draw versus Heischer. Definitely outmatched here, it looks like. But big face-off win. Morgan Riley, though, loses at the blue line. Raquel, 2-on-1. Big save by Bob. Carter Verhaeghe picks it up and gets it out. Morgan Riley down the right side. Come on. Yeah, oh, there it is. Ice it. Or don't. Don't. Just try and toss it into the net. Oh, come on. McCann the Heischer. Bobrovsky makes the save, though. 10 seconds left. We got to get our big face-off guy out. Get Nick Suzuki out there. He's been great on the face-off. And we get a good matchup versus Nugent Hopkins. Come on. Big face-off win, Nick. Come on. Get it done. Let's go. Nugent Hopkins with the face-off win. Drew Doughty to Hyman. Bobrovsky. Oh. Quick 5 seconds there, but it's right into the mitt. That one had me scared. I'm not going to lie to you, chat. I thought we lose the draw and they're going to score or find a way to get it done. But Suzuki's going to win right to Bobrovsky. What is happening? 1 second left. There it is. The Ottawa Senators are going to the conference finals. They have taken down the Tampa Bay Lightning in 7 games. This team is putting in work, chat. I believe in this group we've built. They can get the job done. And then there were 4, and we are one of them. We get the New York Rangers in the conference finals. On the West, we are going to see the Chicago Blackhawks and the Ducks. Yeah, that's a series we all would have guessed would happen. Now, the New York Rangers are working with an okay offense, a really good top 6 in my opinion, but that bottom 6 definitely disappears quite quickly. Timo Meier, Thompson, and Rantanen is going to be a scary first line to deal with. Rossi, John Tavares, and Donato, also kind of a scary second line. Greenway, Kopitar, and Smith, though, I'm not too concerned about. I think our third line can take them. Johnson, Blackwell, and Brazeau. That's a hitter line, but I think our hitter line's better. On defense, they're working with Devon Taves, McCabe, Wallman, Shen, Bean, and Vakaninian. Yeah, that's a name. Again, not anything special in my opinion. They kind of got a good top 2, but then it definitely tails off for sure. And in goalie wise, it's Kochetkov. He's an 82 overall, and Husso. This is very doable for the Sens group, I think. But these are the series we usually lose. If you've seen the live streams of the rebuilds or of anything else, you would not be surprised that this series went the way it did in the first 3 games, and it's a 2-1 lead for the Rangers as we try and make it tied going back home to Ottawa. But we will probably... Oh, we did it! 2-2 series. Hello, Ottawa. Come on. 3-2, right here. Bring it home. Oh baby, are we serious? Game 6 in the Garden. The Ottawa Senators could close it out and send themselves to the Stanley Cup final. Here we go. The Rangers, though, do not want to go home just yet. Jake Bean and Mikko Rantanen are going to find the puck in the net. Kopp, the 4th line, scoring some goals. Period 2, it's Luke Schenn, the lone goal scorer. Oh, it's not looking good for this Senators group if we are up 35 shots to 20. Come on, not a good power play. Are the Rangers really going to be forcing some hockey here? Then it looks like they are. John Tavares, 4-1 is going to be the final, and we are getting a Game 7 yet again. Game 7. No strangers to this Senators team. They can get the job done here. I believe in it. First line's going to be big this game. I can just feel it in my bones. Timo Meier, the lone goal scorer on the power play, making it 1-0 as we get a 20-minute and 14-second period, apparently, for period 2. And the Senators get one. And it's Andrew Kopp again, the lone goal scorer from Game 6. Please don't tell me you're going to be the lone goal scorer in Game 7. Tage Thompson from the corner. 3-1 early hockey. Jake McCabe on the shorthanded goal. Oh no. 4-1, 5-1. It's over. It's 6-1. It's over. It's over. 7. It's over. Little too late, Arvidsson. 8 seconds left in the goddamn game. 7-2 is the final score of game 7. The Rangers just come out hungry in that third period and drop the Senators in just wild fashion. That's craziness. Well, at least we can say we lost to the Stanley Cup Finals winners. The New York Rangers take it this year. The Grand Rapids Griffins are your Calder Cup champions. We were so close. I could taste it. We were right there. I think we would have took that. You know what? The scoring wasn't overly there, I guess, especially in the final 2 games for sure. But Suzuki was a point per game in the postseason. Zetterlund had 19 points with 11 goals. So that's very nice to see. We did actually have a double-digit goal scorer. Giroux with 17 points, Morgan Riley with 15, Carter Verhaeghe 14. Just not much there. Carter Verhaeghe did have 8 goals too, so he's very close to Zetterlund. We did have that one-line goal scorer, it looks like, for the postseason. Just couldn't get the job done. Goalies-wise, Bob looked a lot better in the postseason than he did in the regular season. .917 save percentage, 2.65 goals against average. It comes down to it again. I think we just did not have that pure goal scorer, and it bit us in the ass a little bit. Your awards. We knew the New York Rangers were your Stanley Cup champion. The Blackhawks were the President's Trophy winners. Alongside, and they made it all the way, actually. I did not double check that, but they did indeed face the Rangers in the Stanley Cup final. Individual awards. Sidney Crosby will be your Art Ross Trophy. Kyle Connor is going to win the Hart. Norris is going to go to Victor Hedman. Lady Bing to Pettersson. Demidov is your Calder Trophy winner. Conn Smythe is going to go to Mikko Rantanen. If that happens in real life this year, someone has got to smack me across the face, because it's got to be a dream. The Vezina will be Mackenzie Blackwood. The Cord is going to be your William N. Jennings. Lauzon, the Bill Masterson. Ruff is your Jack Adams. Barkov, the Selke. Connor is your Ted Lindsay Award winner. And Crosby wins the Rocket Richard. Wow. Well, no cup again, but definitely a better performance from the Atlantic Division than Central. Hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are enjoying the content, and let me know which of the last 2 divisions we should do next. See ya.